'Twas the night before Life Day, in a galaxy far, far away.
Looking good. Tree, food, decorations.
Coming together heroes were to celebrate the day.
Please be a cape. Please be a cape.
It's a wrap! For Rey, adventure called, and she thought it would be fast.
Wow.
But there she found a key to the galaxy's past.
Sorry. Oh, Master Luke.
What are you doing?
This is so cool. We've seen my master. My master's master.
Concentrate.
My master's father.
Impressive.
My master's father's master.
Emperor Palpatine? I don't believe it.
You think maybe you could put a shirt on?
It's a key to travel across space and time.
I will change the future.
So sure are you?
Less talky, more fighty.
Pod races.
Jigs! Oh, double jigs!
So cute.
Ooh, gimme! Galaxy's best emperor. Meh!
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Music.
A time of joy. This is
Ray.
a friendship, a family.
Who are you guys?
Master Skywalker.
My son. I mean, these binary sons.
Gunta solos?
You want to shoot first?
After you.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my new Star Wars Holiday Special trailer video. That's right, they made an actual new holiday special, and they're ripping on everything. Everything that's ever been memed in Star Wars seems like it's in this. So I'll explain what's going on with this and all the Easter eggs. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 2 is going to be dropping later tonight. My video for that is also going to be posting tomorrow. I'm also doing a giveaway for Disney Plus memberships. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber. And because obviously this is meant to be funny, parodying all the different Star Wars movies, let me know what your favorite Star Wars meme is on the video. Most of you longtime fans know all about the Star Wars holiday specials. There have been a couple Easter eggs for the holiday specials on the Mandalorian series through Season 1 and even Season 2. So this new holiday special is dropping in a couple weeks on November 17th, so you'll be able to watch it pretty soon. But the reason why they're releasing it on November 17th is because that's the anniversary of the original Star Wars holiday special. That was basically a long toy commercial that took place between the events of Star Wars A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, because Empire Strikes Back didn't come out till '79. But George Lucas wanted to hype up all the toys that he was going to be selling. Famously, he made way more money on the toys from Star Wars than he ever did on the actual movie releases. But the thing is that they slapped it together at the last minute so quickly that it wound up being the most terrible thing ever. All the main cast members like Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill were forced to be a part of it because of their contracts for the Star Wars movies. Harrison Ford said that they almost had to drag him onto the set into his makeup chair, kicking and screaming. He didn't want to do it so bad. And famously, after it happened, George Lucas was so upset with the way it all went down and so embarrassed by it that he tried to burn every single copy of every tape of it. But in the last 10 to 15 years, they started to lean into all the jokes and kind of accept it. So this is basically Star Wars making fun of itself. But it starts with Yoda from the Clone Wars narrating the trailer using the Night Before Christmas poem, and the theme song is the theme from the Nutcracker, but instead of Christmas, it's Life Day, because Life Day was a concept that they created for the original Star Wars holiday special. They also had a big Easter egg for that during the very first episode of The Mandalorian Season 1, a big Life Day Easter egg.
I was hoping to be free for Life Day. Maybe even
And speaking of Jon Favreau, because he wrote that episode, he also was the one that joked at Star Wars Celebration 2019 when they were releasing the first Mandalorian trailer that he would do a new Star Wars holiday special at some point. You probably recognize some of the voices here. Some of the actors from the TV series and the movies came back to do voices for their characters, but not every single actor. Probably because they're making fun of most of the characters. But I believe this is supposed to start right after the events of Rise of Skywalker, so you have Rey coming back in Luke's old X-Wing with BB-8 to celebrate Thanksgiving, or the Star Wars equivalent with the rest of the core characters from the new trilogy. But they have an Ewok, there's trees on the Millennium Falcon for some reason, Poe is in the ugly Christmas sweater with BB-8 on it, They also have Max Rebo in the background in his band, Greedo, Lando Calrissian. Billy D. Williams did come back to do the voice of Lando. They even have Maz Kanata and Zori Bliss. And even though this looks like Admiral Akbar giving Lando a new space cape for Christmas, Admiral Akbar, I think, was supposed to die during The Last Jedi, so this might be his son, because Admiral Akbar's son was in The Rise of Skywalker. And speaking of Mon Calamari Easter eggs, I believe it's The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 2. They haven't released a trailer for it yet, but that's the episode, I believe, where they go to Mon Cal, the homeworld of the Mon Calamari. That's the part of the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer where you see them walking around on that water-based planet with all the Quarren around them. That's also the ancestral home of the Quarren. It's also the episode where you see Sasha Banks' character show up, so we'll find out who she's playing pretty soon, it seems like. Then Rey goes to the Jedi Temple. It looks like the Lothal Jedi Temple from Star Wars Rebels because there's all this time travel. Like, she finds a key artifact that allows them to time travel through the episode so that all the characters from each of the different trilogies in the TV series can cross over. That's literally plot taken from Star Wars Rebels. If you didn't know or you didn't watch that series, there is canonical time travel in the Star Wars universe using the Force. It's called the world between worlds. It's sort of this interdimensional space of mystical Force energy. Ezra Bridger wound up using it to save Ahsoka from the events of Twilight of the Apprentice when she's fighting Darth Vader in that Sith temple. That was the last time you see her in the Star Wars universe until Ezra Bridger went back in time and plucked her back out to present day. The entryway is also, you'll notice, a big Easter egg for the Clone Wars. It's the Mortis painting from that very famous Mortis episode. Then they start the time travel craziness with all the scenes from the original trilogy. She goes back to the events of A New Hope with the X-Wing approach to the first Death Star, the trench run, all mirrored shot for shot from A New Hope. Then they visit Luke doing his Jedi training with Yoda on Dagobah in Empire Strikes Back, and they start joking about all the character relationships, Spaceball style. My master's master, my master's father, my master's father's master. It looks like she's fighting Darth Vader here during the events of Empire Strikes Back inside the Rebel base on Hoth. But it seems like they just keep following through the events of each of the movies' time travel style. Just based on the way his helmet looks here, it seems like this is Kylo Ren from the events of Rise of Skywalker, the newer version, meeting Emperor Palpatine from the events of Return of the Jedi, and starts doing the Ben Swolo challenge meme. Darth Vader steals the key, gives it to Emperor Palpatine, who wants to use it to alter the past. That's actually plot taken directly from Star Wars Rebels as well. When Ezra Bridger was time traveling through this world between worlds, he sees this portal to the events of the Clone Wars. Emperor Palpatine senses him through the Force and tries to enter the space to control it for himself. This giant battle scene with them all flying at each other seems like it's from the events of Attack of the Clones in the Clone Wars, with all the different versions of the characters from the different timelines and different trilogies of movies running at each other. Like, you have Anakin Skywalker versus Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it seems like they've been plucked from Mustafar before the end of their fight when Anakin gets burned. I'm sure there will be plenty of high ground memes. They also wind up fighting their way through Anakin's pod race during The Phantom Menace. There was a huge Easter egg for Phantom Menace during The Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 1 last week. Cobb Vanth's speeder that he has here is made from scavenged parts of Anakin Skywalker's pod racer from Phantom Menace. They reference Mos Espa during the episode. It's near their small town where most of the episode takes place. That's where all the pod races happen during Phantom Menace. Then they travel through the events of the Mandalorian series when IG-11 was still active. This all seems like it's from the events of Season 1 because Mando still has his old armor. This might be the first time that Baby Yoda actually gets a chance to meet adult Yoda. Then, after a big montage of them partying, everyone gets dumped at the very beginning of A New Hope with younger Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader joking about him being his son and the twin sons of Tatooine. Binary sunset, that's what I was talking about. They do the blue milk joke, and then they end with the Han Solo who shot first joke with old Han Solo from the new movies and young Han Solo from A New Hope. So as you could tell, pretty much every meme that has ever been made about a Star Wars moment, every joke, is something that they're including in this. So I'll probably wind up doing an Easter eggs video for it when it drops, but it's coming November 17th in a couple weeks on Disney+. You don't have to pay any extra money, it's going to be totally free, so no worries. But if you spotted any other big Easter eggs or jokes during this that I didn't mention during the video, just write them below in the comments. And obviously, my Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 2 video will post on Friday just like normal. As long as you have alerts enabled for my channel, you should see that when I post it. Everyone click here for my full Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 1 video, and click here to learn all about what's going on with Luke Skywalker during the events of The Mandalorian Season 2. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. This is the way.